It's Phumlani, the author of Lessons from Past Heroes. A quick reaction to our President Ramaphosa. He was in Zimbabwe recently, and when he was there, he was invited to the Zimbabwe Agricultural Show. And then he gave a very naive, ill-thought speech when he was at the agricultural show. He praised Zimbabwe's land reform policies under Robert Mugabe, under ZANU-PF. We all know it was a disaster. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a disaster. Zimbabwe's economy collapsed, hyperinflation, millions of people, of Zimbabweans, fleeing Zimbabwe. Many came into South Africa, right? Mostly illegally. So it was a crisis that affected us here as well in South Africa. The black middle class, they left Zimbabwe. So it wasn't only whites who had to flee Zimbabwe. The black middle class as well, they left. Why should they stay? These are skilled, educated people who were sort of living a middle class life. They thought, why should they stay if things are in such a bad shape? So the land reform policies of ZANU-PF, of Mugabe in the 2000s, they were a disaster. Then why is our president praising those policies? Why is he doing that? What message is he sending to the world? What message is he sending to investors, right, who want to be sure about South Africa's future when it comes to the economic setting? Right. What message is he sending? Is he saying that we could also do the same thing here in this country, implement disastrous land reform programs, racist land reform programs? Are we going to do that? When you are a leader, it matters what you say, how you position yourself, and how you position your country on the global stage. You want to ensure confidence in the country. You want investors, both here and abroad, to be sure or to be certain that this country is not going to pursue the policies of Zimbabwe, right? The land reform policies of Zimbabwe. That's what you want, right? That's what you should do. That's what our leader should do. But it seems like that's not what how the president thinks, given his speech in Harare on August 29. So it was an ill-thought speech. I'm not sure who advised him to say that. It really disadvantages us South Africans in terms of reputation. It was what ZANU-PF, what Mugabe did. It was terrible, very bad policies that collapsed Zimbabwe's economy. We don't want to be like that in South Africa. We don't want lawlessness. We don't want violence in this country, right? We want the economy to remain stable, to be growing, for people to feel safe in the country, for every person of every color, of every religion, right, of every gender to participate productively in the economy. That's what we want in this country, since we are really a country that faces many challenges, from very shocking, staggering unemployment rates to high levels of, crime, levels of fixed investment, very, very bad shape, educational challenges. You could go on of the challenges that we face here in Johannesburg. With many communities that are facing water supply issues, and those are the issues. Those are the things that we should think about. Hence, it's important as to how we position ourselves in this country, because we want to attract investment that will help us run the economy and address the unemployment challenges that we face. So I do hope that our president does watch this video and that he takes my words into account. It's Phumlani, we'll chat soon.